Evening all. A young man has got in touch with me. He contacted me a couple of months ago just about sort of his life situation. Then he got in touch with me again tonight because his story was put up on UK Gossip TV, and with that in mind, sort of made him feel a bit tense and that he couldn't sort of speak his mind and tell his side of the story. He was convicted of manslaughter, which led to the death of his girlfriend. And we had a telephone interview just now, which I'm about to play for you guys to get his side of the story. Good evening, everyone. So at the moment, I'm on the phone with how do you pronounce your name?
My name's called Oluwaseyi.
Oluwaseyi. Oluwaseyi. So there's been a a story that's come out about you on UK Gossip TV, and I think you contacted me a couple of months ago beforehand, right? You said.
Yeah, that's true.
And what was the nature in which you contacted me about?
It was about the same thing, but what it was is that I wasn't really prepared to speak out everything because I was planning on doing it when I came off license.
Yeah.
And my license finishes in October, 6 weeks from now.
Okay. But obviously the stories now has come out on UK Gossip TV, and we must talk about it, and this is your chance to explain yourself. Like I said, sometimes people put something about you and you don't have a chance to explain yourself. So it's reported that obviously you was dating a girl, was it 2 years ago or last year?
No, this was like 2017 New Year's Day. That's when it first. Yeah, that's when we first started talking.
2017, and how old was she then?
She was 16, but initially she told me that she was 17. I was 19.
And how old was you?
I was 19.
You was 19. Okay, so you guys started dating?
Yeah. We started speaking at first.
Yeah.
Obviously, kind of like started like speaking, getting close to each other, and then I would say like we started dating around like February times. Yeah, like a couple months after that, like Valentine's Day and everything.
Right, around February time. Okay, cool. So, what then resulted? Because she passed away, she died, and you was
R.I.P.
Yeah, rest in peace to her. And you was convicted of manslaughter. So what led to, like you said, you met this girl, you guys started talking, you started dating. So before we even get to the manslaughter, what happened in your relationship that led to the sort of breakdown in communication, the physical side of it, the abusive side of it from both sides? What happened?
Yeah, obviously, on a serious note, this ain't even me filtering everything. This is like straight facts. We started the relationship perfect. That is, I don't know what it is, but like all relationships, everything just goes well. And then when you start getting to know that person, you realize certain things where they're trying to get comfortable, and there's just certain things you don't condone with what they're doing. So it's like
what? Can you be specific?
Like just speaking to other people. You know what I'm saying?
Just speaking to other guys.
I'm not gonna say that I wasn't speaking to other girls, because I was speaking to other girls when it got to a stage where I couldn't take her no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Sorry to cut you, because you're saying you were speaking to other girls, right? So when things got a bit tense. So if things got a bit tense, did she not then have a right to speak to other guys?
Well, I'm like I said, she can do whatever she wants in the relationship. Any girl can do whatever she wants. I don't own her. You know what I'm saying? I don't own her. But what it was, the reason why I kind of got tense, because I felt like she just got comfortable with certain things, and I was kind of allowing it to happen. So it's like it actually did start off with her. It didn't start off with me doing something like stupid, let's say. It all started off with her that I didn't agree with.
So what actually happened?
And how it started?
Yeah, you said that it started with her. What actually started?
Oh yeah, no. I'm just like chatting to other boys and linking other boys, and it's a thing where I just see her on her phone and all that stuff. But it wasn't a thing where I would like take her phone off her and all that stuff. It was like I would just be with her, pardon me, and then phone calls would go off, and then I'll say use that, and she'll say it was no, it's just my friend and everything, and then then I'll call that number from my phone, and then that person will tell me. Well, it only happened once. It's not like it was a continuously thing. This is how it actually started. And then that person would tell me, like I got a number, her friend gave it to me and everything. And we started speaking, but she never told me that she was in a relationship. So that's how it actually first started.
Yeah.
And then it was like I kind of held that against her because I didn't trust her after that. But it's that I first went Joe in 2015, and I came out 2016. And it's that I wasn't at a stage in my life where things were going well. When I came out of jail, everything was kind of, when you come out of jail, you have to get back on your feet and sort your life out.
Why did you go to jail for the asking?
I went jail for county lands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went jail for county lands. That's why they call me a county land drug dealer and all that stuff, but that's just them. So it's like with me now, I invest in property with my mum. You know what I'm saying? This is facts, this is proven.
It's cool. But it's cool. Like that's what. I mean, we can get to the end. I just want to get to the bottom of this situation for now.
Yeah.
So obviously, from my understanding, I guess you guys are both insecure in a relationship where there was no trust in the relationship. So you're both accusing each other of things, right?
Yeah, but it's like the reason why I stayed with her while stuff like this was going on was because she actually did stay down for me when I wasn't at the best of my life, and when things started getting better and everything. Because she was down for me at them times, I just felt like I had to, I wouldn't say pay back, but it's just how it was for me. Like, I ain't going to just leave someone because my life is improving, and that person was definitely when my life wasn't actually at the stage I wanted it to be at that time. So that's what it really was.
So when did things get physical between you guys in terms of the violence?
Obviously, I wouldn't say it wasn't really physical, Don't get me wrong. It wasn't really physical. It was a thing whereby the family didn't like the way I kind of used to shout at her. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that these people tried to hit on me was that I dashed a bottle of water on her. That's what they tried to hit on me. That's what they actually tried to play in court. That's the only thing.
Because when I read the report, it also said that she reported you to the police 5 times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's facts, but it wasn't just her. It was mainly the family. And
I know, but what was the reporting you for?
It was over stupid reasons.
What were the reasons?
What was it before?
Yeah, what were the reasons that they reported you to the police?
Well, I wouldn't actually know because I only found out when this incident happened. I'll be honest with you, because I didn't get arrested for any of that stuff.
So when she reported you to the police, and that the police never even visited you and said, "Look, we've had a report of this. Can you stay away?" or nothing like that?
No, I didn't even get arrested. Nothing.
No visit, nothing. From nobody.
Nothing. There's not even proof for that to happen.
So I guess here,
except for the time when I actually admitted that when I dashed the bottle of water on, not the bottle of water, but the water on her. That was the only time.
And what led you to dash water on her?
I just felt like she just disrespected me, and that's all it was. And I ain't gonna hit a girl, but yeah, that's all it was.
So ultimately,
that's something I can actually admit to.
Okay, so ultimately, it led to a thing that where did you guys break up? Because it got to the point that where you guys were sending threats to each other.
No, you see with the threats thing, that only happened like on that day mainly. Like sometimes we'll have arguments before.
Yeah. And
the arguments will kind of lead to her saying certain things and me saying certain things. I didn't mean it. I know she didn't mean it in her heart, but it was just said. Something that was said. I can't deny it. But it's like, it would, like, how can I explain it? How it kind of led up to that day when the incident happened, that was something else. Like, that was actually a shock.
So so had you guys broken up? Or was it just a thing?
No, we didn't. No, we didn't break up. It was kind of on and off certain times, but we'd always like sort out our differences and come back together. And then yeah.
So on that day, why did you guys decide to meet? If you guys were sort of threatening each other, why did you guys decide to meet?
What, on the incident?
Yeah, the day of the incident.
No, we didn't decide to meet. She came to my house. I was living in Camberwell these times.
Yeah.
So it's like we had an argument and all that stuff. And this is actually something I want to kind of speak into and let people know the facts. Because this is proven as well. On that day, we had she wanted to not speak to me no more.
Yeah.
So I said, you can do whatever you want. Then I called her a hooker. That's what I called her. And I felt like I shouldn't have called her that because that now sparked something in her to make her start saying certain things to me. And she initially said that she was going to get me shot. That's when I took it serious. And that's on paper. That's proven.
So
and
her saying she would get you shot. Because previously you said you guys will argue and say things you didn't mean it. What made you think that day that she actually mentioned to get you shot? Did you know that she had connections with people?
No, she's never said that to me.
But I'm saying, so what made you believe that? Because has she got connection to shooters?
I can't say because I don't know. But I'm not saying that I believe when she said that. But when she said that, I don't take stuff like that as a joke. I feel like, because to me, girls are capable of anything. And for her to say that, that's when I actually took it serious. That's just how I felt at the time.
So by taking it seriously,
I didn't,
what did you do in retaliation?
As soon as I got that message, I screenshot that message to her sister. And this is proven on paper.
Yeah.
I screenshot that message to her sister. And I even sent a message to her sister saying I don't want nothing to do with her sister. You tell her to leave me alone. And yeah, I did say certain things where if anything happens to me or my family, then everyone's involved in the problem. That's what I did say. I'm not going to deny that.
But so then what led her to still come to your house?
This is what I'm saying. I didn't even know she was going to come. At first, I was at my house. I'm showering. I just woke up, really. I was that night before I was up on my P4, so I slept late. So I woke up to a vibration on my phone, and then not my phone, my iPad, because my phone died. My phone that I had with me was a brick phone that died. So it was like when she came, I started getting ready, and then as I've come downstairs now, that's when it kind of happened. So as I got down, it's a thing whereby as I got downstairs, she was basically at the lift, trying to make her way up to me.
Yeah.
So I've seen her from the side of my eye, my right eye. So she's turned around. So I've quickly gone to her because how my house was, like the ground floor. Obviously, I was living on the second floor. The lift is literally right next to the door that you can exit through to go to the main exit.
Yeah.
So I've seen her, and I grabbed her handbag, and I said, "What are you doing?" And she tried to draw for something in her bag. So I've now grabbed the bag towards me, but as it's like tug of war. As I'm pulling something, you're pulling something.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm bigger than her. I got more strength than her. I've let go, but it happened so quick. She's dragging the bag towards her. I'm dragging the bag towards me. I've let go. She somehow still got the bag on her.
Yeah.
So as she's dropped, I've dropped now. I said, "What are you doing? Are you all right?" She said, "Call the ambulance." I was like, "What do you mean call the ambulance?" Then I've seen on the floor, I seen a knife sticking out with the bag. And then I see blood coming out of her arm. And then I was just shocked. I was just like, oh shit. So I calmly grabbed her to my palms, and then I placed her on the corner where the lift was, so she would be all right. So I ran upstairs, and then I started banging on doors saying, "Help, help, can someone call the ambulance," and everything. So I grabbed my phone. I tried to call the ambulance, but I realized that my phone died. And obviously no one's at my house these times, and my charger, I don't know how it happened, but I didn't have my charger on me. And I ran back downstairs, and then that's when I've noticed that she's kind of like in the middle of the lift, like on the bottom floor. So I think she kind of got up, and then she probably fell down and collapsed again. So I'm there now, and then I'm doing CPR. And then as I'm doing CPR, people have come. I think it was one woman, one woman came, and she asked me what happened. I told her, call the ambulance. She's called the ambulance now. So I'm still doing CPR, And then she was still breathing at the time, but she didn't look okay. There was a lot of blood, you know what I'm saying? So as I was doing the CPR, let's fast forward it, like 5 minutes later, police came, and then they took me off her. And then that's when the ambulance came at the same time. They was doing CPR. And then, I was just pissed. You know what I'm saying? I was fuming because at the end of the day, I did have love for her. I still have love for her. I think about it every single day. You know what I'm saying? So initially, they put me to like the car and everything. And then they told me, they detained me. Then they put me to a car and said, yeah, you're arrested for attempt to murder. So that's what they initially got me first, for attempt to murder. And then went to the police station cells, and then was there for like a few hours and everything. And then that's when they came and told me that, she couldn't make it, she passed away. So see, with me hearing that, I'll be right, broke down, you know what I'm saying? Broke down, that shit that really hurt me, because I was thinking to myself, that's like, I can't believe I lost someone so close to me, in front of me, in my eyes. And I've lost a couple of people in the past as well, like 1 or 2. So that one actually affected me, because I actually had love for her. You know what I'm saying? I wanted her to be happy and all that. So that's when they got me for suspicion of murder. And then I went jail. I went court first. Then tried to put in for like bail applications and everything. But initially, when I was first in court, in Magistrates Campbell Court, the judge said, well, it was a woman judge. She said that this case kind of makes no sense. That the deceased brought the weapon to the incident. So she didn't know what to do with it. But because it was a high-profile case for her, she had to refer it to the Crown Court. So that's when I was in Thameside. I went Thameside from there. So from the Crown Court, when I was in Thameside, I was there for like 2 days. Then they now told me to go Old Bailey. So I went to the Old Bailey now. And then when I was in Thameside, I'm hearing it on people speaking about the exercise, saying, yeah, did you hear what this guy did to his girl? What else are they saying? I see myself in the news, BBC News. So literally everywhere on the news and everything. Call my people, call my mum. It's all on the news. And then...
And how did your family see it? Did they believe you straight away that you didn't do it?
No, my family, like, I don't know. But when I spoke to my mum when I came out of jail, she said to me that she knew everything was going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? She knew everything. My mum knew everything was going to be all right. But the funniest thing, it was crazy, because my mum did kind of see this happening before it even happened. Because, like, 2 weeks before that incident, she told me not to go near her. And I was like, what do you mean, Mum, not going near her? And she came to my room with her husband and told me, don't go near her. That it's not a good thing. I told her. Obviously, I bought her a puppy for... When was it I bought her a puppy? I bought her a puppy in November 2017.
Yeah.
And I told her that she want my puppy, like I need to look after my puppy at the same time. So I used to bring my puppy to my house when she couldn't take care of it. And then my mum was even telling me that she'll buy me a dog and everything. Just don't go like around her and everything. So my mum did see it happening before it happened.
So in regards to her family then, because I'm hearing stories that they're saying you should have been charged with murder and so on, what do you have to say to the family? Because obviously they're still grieving. They've lost their daughter who meant the world to them. What message have you got to the family?
With the family, the reason, obviously, I understand they're going through pain and grieving and everything, but the reason why I don't respect what the sisters do in the car, when that incident happened, before the incident happened, I called the sister. I even tried to video call her. This is all stuff that I can prove. And she aired me. You know what I'm saying? She picked the call and she aired me. So I'm thinking to myself that, you know what I'm saying, this all could have been prevented. Obviously, with the mum, I will feed it for them because I spent Christmas Day with them 2017. They celebrate Christmas on the 24th. So, yeah, like I felt it for them. But at the end of the day, it's that this all could have been prevented in a way. And it would have been crazy if I kind of did something stupid, if I actually got a knife, and do you know what I'm trying to say? But that didn't happen. So it's like people go through a lot of crazy things in life. There's certain things today I even have to accept what happened. It's something I have to live with for the rest of my life. It's not easy, but life goes on.
Do you have remorse?
No, I have remorse in a way where it could have been prevented. But it's like, the reason, obviously I have remorse and everything, because obviously I had love for her. But it's like, how can I have remorse for something when that knife was intended to come and harm me? As much as people will look at it in a way where that's crazy and what he's saying and everything, that's just facts. Because that's the only thing that keeps me mentally okay till today.
Do you think about everything. Do you think a 17-year-old girl would have used that knife on you?
I don't know. But I've seen things in the past, and this is something you can actually even research. There was a girl that actually, and this is something I've seen before this incident even took place. There was a girl, I forgot her name, but you can Google her. She got 20 years that she went to her boyfriend's house and stabbed him 23 times. You know what I'm saying? She got 20 years for that. So with me, I don't play with human beings, because any human being is capable of doing anything.
So
if I died that day,
go on.
If say for instance now, if I was the one that actually died that day, how would everyone look at the situation? Because initially that was intended to harm me. I mean, you can see with the pictures that you will see that how the knife pierced through. It pierced through because she was holding it. You know what I'm saying? There's proof that she was holding it. I didn't even know she had a knife. On some real stuff, I didn't know she had a knife, but I felt she had something, but I didn't know what it was. How can I know what it is when I ain't even seen it? But I just wanted to make sure that I'm okay. That's why I grabbed the bag first, and I said, "What are you doing?" And that's when.
What lessons do you take from this then, in regards to like what's happened? What lessons do you take, and what do you speak to other people who are maybe the age you was, the age she was? What experience that you from that experience? What lessons can you give to others?
I would say, like, don't think evil. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel you're not in the right mindset of being around people, focus on yourself, keep yourself to yourself, because all it takes is one argument, 1 second, one decision to change everything, and you never know where that can lead to. And it's just unfortunate, because initially I would have felt like she would have taken that as a joke. You know what I'm saying? In her mind, she would have thought, I'm just going to go there, scare him with the knife. Majority of the time, that's what she was probably thinking, because she did care for me. But it's like, because that happened, like I can only say, don't, like, all these knives, guns, and all these stuff, arguments, anything.
But what about in regards to, like, when there are issues of being so toxic, and there is an issue of a bit, like, after, like, you threw the water on her and she's gone to police 5 times or so, would that not be a point for them to say, you know what, let's just leave it, it's not going right now?
Yeah, even that. Like, with me, I regret certain decisions that I made in the build-up as well. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you're young. You have to go through things to understand things as well. So to me, that was like a life learning lesson about prevention, like preventing things. My mum's always told me prevention is better than cure. So to me, I would just say, like, to the people and everything, like, if anyone that kind of gets to you and anything, just forget about it, because pride's what's kind of killing people nowadays, and you never know what that person would do for that pride. You never know.
And in regards to, I guess, the family, like, if the sister, the mother, the father, whoever's in front of you right now, what would you tell them?
You see that? I don't know, because it's so real. Like, this is real life. I can only know when I see it. But with me, I'll try to let them know, like, listen, because they know me at the end of the day. It's not like I don't know them. I actually have a bond with them. But with that, I'll just be like, on the serious note, if you're going to do something to me, you're going to know deep down in your heart that I didn't kill your daughter or your sister. You know what I'm saying? because that's something I actually didn't do. And I feel like the first thing with grief is like regret and in denial. And I feel like they're not trying to hear what I'm saying. They're still thinking about things that they know this is how it happened, but they're not trying to hear it. And that's the only thing that's going to affect them. Because when you wake up and understand, okay, that's what happened, that's in the past, I forgive him. That's the only way you can forget about all that stuff.
Do you think also in regards to even just apologizing for how things came about? I mean, maybe not apologizing for what actually happened, but how things led to that, I guess.
Shit. Now, you see with the apologize thing, yeah, I'm a man at the end of the day. I will apologize, even if it's a thing where, even if they're hearing me right now, I'm sorry for the stuff you went through. Because remember, they had to, like, funeral and all that stuff, and I'm saying bury and everything. So I'm on that behalf, I'm sorry for that. And I'm sorry for not being a man to prevent all that stuff from happening. As much as I tried to prevent it, I didn't actually prevent something like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm really sorry for. How can I say sorry for something I didn't do?
No, like I said, I said like apologizing for what led to this happening, basically, I guess. But like, you've got your story out there. Some people will listen and empathize with you. Some people turn around and say, "Oh no, he's this, he's that." So that's part of life. Not everyone's gonna listen to what you say and say, "Oh, he's telling the truth." Some people will turn around and say he's lying. But this was your chance to put your story out there, so people can I guess make whatever decision they are. So what's the next step for you now in terms of life now? What are your goals and what do you want to go on to achieve? And like again, like this young lady is unfortunately she don't be able to live her life to go and onto greater things. So in that regard, you got a second chance now to push on. So what are you looking forward to try to do? And also in the same instance, having the memory of this young lady.
Yeah. No, what it is, obviously, with what you first said at first, with what the people and that stuff say, obviously, remember, I've got all of this, everything I'm saying is proven. You know what I'm saying? So whoever still looks, remember, this is stuff that no one's even heard or even seen. So if you're so naive to listen to what the news and all that stuff say, knowing how the news treat black people and everything, that's all on you. You know what I'm saying? With all them people there, I ain't got nothing to say to you, but remember, I still got my people in my life. You know what I'm saying? My people still keep it real with me. My people still speak to me. I still meet them. They still meet me. They still speak to my mum. They make sure my mum's all right. You know what I'm saying? So that's on that. But with me and my future and everything, yeah, like, obviously, there's a lot of things I'm sorting out in my life, trying to get into music soon and everything.
Do you think?
Obviously, like I said,
I know. Do you think with that, with you doing music, do you think people will accept you in doing music? Do you think you will have obstacles?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because I ain't gonna be doing music to be disrespecting unnecessary people or making stupid.
So what sort of music are you looking to do?
I'm putting out real music, that stuff that people can relate to.
Hip hop, drill, rap.
Just rap, just real rap. That's why I call it real rap.
Okay.
I ain't.
In that regard, also, would your lyrics have violence in it?
Obviously, I've came up from a violent background. You know what I'm saying? I've grown up in a serious estate in Brixton Hill, serious. You know what I'm saying? I've been through mad shit in my life from early. Yeah. So I have to put shit that I've been through and I've seen out there in my lyrics, because at the end of the day, is real life. Like I said, real rap. But like I said, with what you told me about the memory and everything, on a serious note, what I'm going to do, not what I'm trying to do, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to make sure this happens. I'm going to make sure that she has a charity in her name, and I'm going to make sure that she's remembered, because as much, what's happened, you know what I'm saying? If I know in my heart that I'm trying to make sure that she is remembered while I'm still alive, then I'm okay with that. Because I'll be honest with you, I couldn't sleep when all this stuff was going on. I couldn't sleep properly. Seriously, that I couldn't sleep properly. It wasn't easy. That I'm saying, I'm still having flashbacks.
I guess my only concern in regards to you going to do music and maybe spitting about violence that you've been through is that can be very triggering to the family and to other people. It's like, wait a minute. Yes, you didn't do that incident. Yes, you didn't kill her because you got convicted of manslaughter in the court of law and everything, and you got the evidence to prove that. But when they also hear that in that same instance a young girl died, then you're going to do music that has connotation to violence, do you think that will sit well with people?
I mean, shit. You see with that, how I look at it now is that this is a new chapter in my life.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be judged for something that happened when I was young and something I didn't even do, and there's proof that I didn't do, I ain't going to let this bring me down. I got a whole, I'm 23.
Yeah.
I'm saying I got a whole life. I'm going to be 30, I'm going to live my 20s, my 30s, my 40s, my 50s. I'm saying I ain't going to be, just because this has happened. Remember, once upon a time, I was looking at 25 years, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever I do in my life right now, whether I excel, succeed, or fail, I don't care, because once upon a time, these people really tried to bring me down. And if you know how court really was, only my people know how court was. These people were trying to get me down. The reason why I took the basis of the plea, this is why everyone's going to ask, oh, so if you're innocent, why did you take the basis of the plea? The reason I took the basis of the plea is because initially they tried to tell me to either go to trial for murder or take a basis of plea of 1 to 4 years with a starting point 2 years. And I already done 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So I knew in my heart, my lawyer already told me, if you take this, at least you have a chance to put out your story. Because if I got the 25 years and everything, people would have probably believed, yeah, he did that. My own people would have thought, yeah, he did that. I wouldn't have had a chance to put out my story. You know what I'm saying? Because everyone was assuming what the media was saying. I mean, this was on the news. This was everywhere. I looked at the news and saw my own face. I even got news articles on my face in it. You know what I'm saying? Go on Google, you type my name, you see me on the news, me tarnished. But what I'm putting out is stuff that you lot ain't seen, stuff that the news didn't put out. So how can I be the bad one only responding to what you lot didn't see? If they put out what I said, then cool, I wouldn't say none of this. I would be like, cool, let's forget about this. You know what I'm saying? What's happened's happened. But I have to respond because what I'm seeing right now is too much, and that can only fuck up a man's head if the person ain't mentally strong. You know what I'm saying? But I had to go through Old Bailey, getting told I might be looking at 25 years and all these things. Obviously, shout out to my lawyers and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because they did do a good work. But yeah, that's the only reason why I took the basis of the plea, because I only did 13 months and 2 weeks. I ain't putting my life at risk knowing that I didn't do something. You know what I'm saying? And then get 25 years and it's like, wow, like, okay, like now I have to work on a pill and everything. I ain't going through that process. That's the reason why I took the basis of the plea. And it's that we know how black people, especially young youths, get treated nowadays. Right now, on the internet, all you're seeing is me getting done for drugs, I'm a killer, all these things. Cool, yeah, I was convicted of drugs before in the past, but how my life is now and what I'm doing in my life now is nothing to do with any of that. You know what I'm saying? My life right now, what my mum's done for me, you know what I'm saying, and how my people support me, because I'll be real, if it was just my mum in court, it would be crazy. You know what I'm saying? My people really stood 10 toes and really helped me from when it first happened. They was in court when this first happened. I even had people that turned their back on me and everything. You know what I'm saying? So you can imagine what I'm fighting through. My people that I've grown up with, they're disowning me for what they're seeing on the news. There's already people that's disowning me on the news. And the only reason I'm responding now is because this is still continuing. Today, I'm seeing 2,000 people liking the post on me. And that was only put up for 58 minutes. 2,000 people on the flipping UK gossip page that's got like 332,000. You know what I'm saying? So that's, let's say realistically, that'll probably get like 50 to 100k likes or people seeing it. So that's 50 to 100,000 people that have a different look on me. And I don't even know 1,000 people. I don't even speak to let alone 100 people in my life. So it's like everywhere, especially when I saw that in my life, it's like everywhere I go, I'm being judged for this. And this is what people believe. And cool, yeah, the news articles even still admit that, yeah, she had a knife and everything, but they're trying to make it look like it was a mad domestic stuff. If it was really, really mad domestic, the way they're saying it, I would have been charged for that stuff. I would have been arrested and charged for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
But
look, you got your story out there now, so people are gonna listen to it. So yeah, I would say thank you for your time, and once again condolences and rest in peace to the young lady and her family as well. And hopefully you can get along with your life and sort of change things around and come away from that narrative, and people can give you a chance to progress and grow into a grown man. And you're gonna have kids of your own one day. You're gonna have daughters of your own one day. So hopefully you use this as an experience to learn and yeah. So all the best to you, man.
Yeah, no. Thanks. Obviously, like I said, thanks for you, Bobby, because this wouldn't have happened without you. You know what I'm saying?
No worries at all, man.
So, like I said, thank you for that, though.